State and Hurricane Fiona reopening wounds that Puerto Ricans have tried to heal from after Hurricane Maria struck the island 5 years ago. Coincidentally, that anniversary is coming just a day after Hurricane Fiona struck the island. And News 12's Julio Avila spoke with a Bronx pastor with deep Puerto Rican ties about the anniversary and how the island is still on its path toward healing. Julio.
Yeah, the images of Hurricane Maria are still fresh on a lot of people's minds, and sadly, they're just being relived right now due to Hurricane Fiona, and that includes Reverend Oswald Dennis. He's a Puerto Rican himself with family down in Puerto Rico.
Inundation of the houses, their property, businesses.
It's images and stories Reverend Oswald Dennis remembers seeing and being told about from his family in Puerto Rico.
That was 5 years ago. And still today, some of my family members are still suffering the Hurricane Maria.
Despite the devastation happening hundreds of miles away, it struck the hearts of Puerto Ricans living in the Bronx and New York City. Relatives tried to reach their loved ones, and Reverend Dennis remembers the constant battle he faced trying to reach his family down there.
There were times that the phone just went blur because communication and the lighting were out, the power. But eventually got in contact with my mom and other relatives, and everybody's alive, everybody's well.
But the death toll was in the thousands. Hurricane Maria made landfall just after 6 in the morning on September 20th, 2017, as a Category 4 hurricane. The National Weather Service reported winds as high as 155 miles per hour, with the entire island engulfed by winds and rain. Once the damage was seen and losses realized, Dennis says he and pastors from several churches across the city provided a helping hand for those in Puerto Rico from here.
We collected canned goods, clothing, and we shipped them to Puerto Rico. And everybody got their goodies, and it was wonderful.
But Fiona left devastation on the island this week, mirroring the effects seen by Maria. But as the Reverend says,
Puerto Rico's resilience, Puerto Ricans will stand up. Fiona will not keep us down.
Now, after that interview, the pastor did tell us that he was on his way to a meeting in Harlem where he was going to be meeting with church leaders to discuss relief efforts for Puerto Ricans after Hurricane Fiona, just like they did for Maria. There was even talks of possibly sending down a delegation there as well. We're in Melrose. I'm Julio Avila, News 12.
Julio, a lot